The rain has passed, and the night sky has clouded over. Both Dusk and Elliot stand on the sidewalk, dripping and slightly chilly. The gentle breeze that blows through the streets carries on it the scent of death and decay. It's clear now, in the time that they've been above the surface, that the world here has been suffering from the Cataclysm for quite some time. Yet the damage to these buildings, it's not just the undead. No, we see the hallmarks of war. What happened to this world? Perhaps, eventually, they'll have the luxury of finding out. But for now, survival is still in the forefront of their minds. The pawn shop was not entirely a bust. The baseball bat that now rests in the hands of Dusk is quite the prize. And across the road from them, a bookstore and a hunting supply store wait. The night is still young, and there is much of the city to see. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm. Dark days ahead. No hope. And of course, as ever, we're going to be holding on to what little hope we have left. As we start to make our way across the street with Elliot in tow, we see yet another one of the undead stumbling through the darkness, one that is not injured like the others. I see. Well, I might want to try out this baseball bat. Now, Dusk is going to be a little bit encumbered, but I'm thinking she's going to be able to get it, and she is, sinking her fangs into this thing. That was an almighty hit with the bat as well. The great thing about the bat is it's 2 hit. We have a +3 to swing this thing. And Elliot, we might need a hand. He's far enough away right now that he wasn't wanting to get engaged, but it looks like we might be able to, get him in amongst here. Grabbing Dusk once again, we've got 2 dead zombies with a pair of rollerblades and a smartphone on this one, and a wallet that will have a flip through. Nothing. That's fine. That is fine. We took a little bit of damage to our leg. It looks like we've got yet another here, and I'm okay with us taking our time to fight them right now because Dusk needs to get back into the swing of things when it comes to swinging bats around. As I think Elliot maybe said, don't point that thing at me, or maybe we're hearing someone else. Well, there's a zombie runner that's making its way on over here now. Oh, fantastic. A critical sent that zombie reeling as Elliot pierced it, and Dusk let loose with her fangs. As ever, a good combo. And I'm not sure what we are looking at there. We, I think, are looking at a zombie hunter. Yeah, it came out the darkness, leaping towards us. Thankfully, though, it is barely dead. And apparently, we're barely able to believe that this thing was ever human. It scrambles about on all fours, its nails and teeth sharpened into dangerous-looking spikes. That doesn't sound good, and it isn't. It leaps forwards, puncturing Dusk's torso, tearing through that subject suit, and she's bleeding now. Now, we do have to be careful. We have this riot chest guard on. It is filthy, though, so there's always a chance that that could become infected, and we do not want that. We're going to back off for the moment here, let this other zombie step up, give it a good whack there. Okay, let's drop the baseball bat for a second, and we'll try and stop that bleeding. Ideally, we move away from where we've been making all the noise before we do anything else. So let's pick back that bat, and I guess we'll see what's on them before we leave. We will take that MJ and that cigarette there, and it looks like, that's all that we're getting from this lot. Okay, Elliot, let's get over to the other side of the sidewalk for now. I think that is the bookstore. Is it a bookstore or a library? It is a bookstore, so I'm hoping that there will be some books left on the shelves. It doesn't look like there is as much damage to this building, so it's got that going for it. Okay, having a look at our effects here, you can see that we are chilly because we're damp and wet from the rain earlier on, and we're currently feeling drained as well from psychic expulsion. But we don't have any of our wounds seen to yet, so we've got enough bandages, more than enough in actual fact, to make sure that we see to them. Starting off with our leg, then our torso, and finally our left arm. Let's just check in with Elliot and have a look at his. Yeah, that left arm looks like it could probably use something. 18%, his arm is healing. And we'll just put a makeshift one on there for the time. Okay, into the bookstore we go. All right, lots of destroyed or damaged PCs. Completely empty fridge. Back here, nothing left on the shelves. At least so far. Oh boy. it's very barren. We got Computer World, which, yeah, we'll pick that up. We do want to learn more about computers. And hey, we haven't forgotten about the lab. We can always go back down there, and we'll probably need to. We're hearing some noise out the back. Good. Even gooder. We can get up onto the roof. Not that we're going to be able to see much at the moment, but we can try and crack these open and just, maybe hope that there's something in them, but I'm going to say our chances aren't great. Oh, okay, I stand corrected. We actually did manage to get some food out of that. Potato chips and some candied honey. Very, very nice. Right now, we're kind of looking okay calorie-wise. We probably want to be taking in a little bit more. Oh, we can see how many calories we've actually spent today and what we spent yesterday, and we're not eating enough at the moment. So let's go with the candied honey, first of all, and then I think we'll go for the pickled veggie. I'm trying to keep the chips and other things for Elliot where possible. And so like the vegetable salad, we'll let Dusk eat that. So yeah, as long as we're kind of matching our calorie expenditure, we'll be looking okay. Nothing in here. Well, damn, okay. I think it's probably still worth us getting on top of the roof here, okay, because there is actually a storage space up here. I wouldn't have expected it, and there's a lot of, foodstuffs. I guess it's a bookstore, so people come in and buy books and also, buy cookies and whatnot. I think we'll take both of the bags of tea leaves for now, but we'll drop them if we need to down the line. The powdered milk is a good option for us too. We'll just climb into the boxes here, and there is even more powdered milk. We probably don't need all of the individual bags of things, but for now, we will take them, and it looks like we can open that onto the roof easy enough. How much water do we have in here, if anything? Okay, maybe that's something that we should get used to from now on, that we're going to encounter more and more empty water heaters. We've just got some more candy here as well, and I think we'll probably take the opportunity to let Elliot just eat some of those things, because we need to make sure that he is going to be staying on top of his calorie intake as well. And no doubt the second that we change over to Elliot, Dusk will start munching some of her own food. Oh, alright, she's reloading magazines. We're okay with that. And yeah, he is very hungry at the moment. He's actually consumed a fair amount of calories though. Not bad, and we can see that he's not actually tracking his stuff. Oh, your pork and beans. You can't eat it because there's beans in there, of course. Well, we'll have pretzel for now. Ignoring the Zapper zombie, it is distant. It's fine. I guess we don't want to overdo it when it comes to eating, because yeah, he's doing okay calorie-wise. And just checking in on him, I don't think we've had any other changes yet. The stubby dragon tail is still just a dragon tail. He can wiggle it, apparently. Good for you, Elliot. Good for you. Wow, that perception. We really need to try and find some medication for him. Oh, and Dusk is eating potato chips there, and we can hear her say in the darkness, I miss eating fast food. Eating in general too. Which I guess is her trying to make Elliot feel okay with her eating all those potato chips. Hey Dusk, you do what you gotta do, right? Okay, so we're going to mark this as explored because it is, well and truly, unfortunately, hunting a supply store. Let's hope that there is something tucked away in there. We've got a craft shop still, an electronics store, and then finally, what I'm really hoping is going to have at least something for us is this police station here. Oh yes, and let's not forget about the dojo. The dojo is definitely a location that we want to hit before sunrise. For now though, let's start heading back down, and we will be putting the AR back away for now, Dusk. So we heard a bit of noise to the north, so I think for now we will start to head down this way to the south, where we already have a friend that, yeah, didn't stand a chance. And around we go. So the homes here have been just absolutely wrecked. And looking at the hunting supply store, I don't think that we're going to get into it, not without a key, not without some other way. Now, we might be able to get in on the roof if we climb up that downspout, but it is dangerous to do without, having certainty that we will be able to get in. We'll check the front of it, even though it looks like that we stopped right here, right now. It might not look like much right this second, but there is something that both Dusk and Elliot have detected in the darkness. For one, bodies up ahead of them. The undead killed by something else. They were killed by an Alamosaurus, a gigantic four-legged dinosaur with a long neck and spiked tail protected by natural bone armor. Now, I do have the Tileset installed, however, it isn't operating at the moment. That is something that I'm going to work at rectifying. This is a dinosaur, and a friendly one at that, it might seem. Although, to be cautious, I think we're going to get these two to just back up and get away. Elliot, please leave that thing alone. Oh boy, I didn't think that we'd be able to get away from there. Elliot, you know, I think he's finally starting to learn. Hearing footsteps, yeah, I mean, it's certainly some kind of footsteps, right? So, we definitely do want to come back to this location, but we are going to need to lockpick it. And that also makes me hope that it will have more things in it, because it seemingly hasn't been picked over. So what I'm going to start doing for the places that we have been to, but we know we need to try and pick, like I believe we have encountered some other locations, we're just going to start putting, I kind of like that flashing blue X. There we go. A flashing pink X. That should make it a little easier for us to see the locations that we do want to try and come back to. So for now, we are just going to be continuing on trying to get down towards the police station now. You can see a Zapper zombie up to the north and an actual zombie who's just kind of hanging out there. And honestly, I think if we can try and take more of them out right now, it's gonna be good for us. Elliot, let's see, I want to tell you to move to a specific location so that you can help us out. And that does seem to help us quite a bit. Excellent. So even though we're telling him to, be cautious, don't just jump into combat, we can kind of position him a little bit. Good for us. So it's just a little further to that police station. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. So that vehicle, if no hope is anything to go off, is going to be in really bad condition. We have ourselves a regular zombie down here that is very much aware of our presence. Damn it, and with the amount of noise that's being made right now, I think we're probably going to have to try and deal with some of the dead. And I will be trying to quickly check them over whenever we find them, grabbing cash cards and the like. And how many do we have grouping up here? A few. Let's try not to tango with them, because our goal is the police station itself. Not so much those out the back. We can deal with them in time. Oh, Zombie PD. To protect and zombify. Reach a police station. Well, good for you, Dusk. Good for you. The zombie up ahead is a little damaged. We will back up just to be safe, and then make our way in there as Elliot gets a critical on it. Just an absolutely deadly team right now. Binoculars. They're a filthy pair, but we don't have to wear them. We can keep them in our pack, and that's going to help us see just that little bit further. In the daytime, when we finally decide to go out during the day, looks like someone has bashed either in or out of the police station. So we'll just cautiously make our way in here, with Elliot following close behind. We do hear something inside, shuffling. Okay, so we know that we are, no doubt, taking it nice and slow. Is that a deputy badge? It is. Okay, zombie dog. Right, it hasn't grabbed us, so we're going to run and move up to there, as Elliot is hopefully going to step in, but no need. The baseball bat comes crashing down on the zombie dog, and the fangs finish it off. Deputy badge. I think we will try and put it on, and I just noticed that we do actually have a towel. We probably should have used that earlier. Let's go and activate that towel now. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to dry ourselves off. Okay, and we can actually open up these lockers back here. Hello, zombie. I should have expected that there was going to be someone there. And Elliot, we're going to tell you to move up and into this location just next to us, as we're being grabbed, and a little bit of help goes a long way. Headlamp on you, huh? Yeah, it's all pretty messed up stuff though. And hey there, fat zombie. Do we want Elliot to take the brunt of this attack, or do we want it to be Dusk? She pushes her brother out the way. Be it a mistake or not, and in this case, I'd say it wasn't. She handled that incredibly well. And we have another cash card. Good, we will take that. They're wearing nothing more than camo pants and a flag bikini bottom. Quite the look. And of course, that's because pretty much everything else has rotted away on these undead. Oh, hello. Okay, Elliot, we're going to swap positions with you. Got to remember that it does actually take a little bit to do. And Dusk, oh, okay, she's going to work. That baseball bat doing what we need it to. Oh, and unfortunately, I kind of think Elliot is a little... Oh, there we go. Okay. He was kind of stuck and being grabbed for a moment. We'll drop the bat, stop the bleeding, and let's just double check that there's nothing in these little... Well, I guess they're not dress rooms, are they? No, they're holding rooms. Also, we do have a notice board back there. We did have a notice board back there. We don't anymore. Okay, what's this? It's a laptop computer, okay. No battery in it at the moment. Well, we've already got our tablet PC, and that's going to do everything a laptop can do, and it's going to weigh less. So yeah, we'll leave that be. Leave it there for now. And obviously we can hear a lot of activity in the front at the moment. Let's try up here. Okay. All right, so we can get on top of the roof. And no doubt this is going to lead out to where the kind of maybe the public would be. Oh, okay, not public. We have a zombie cop. We probably should have dropped our backpack a little while back, but we managed to hit the zombie cop for 7 damage. Elliot pokes the cop. Unfortunately, not getting too much damage there. And this is where the damage is going to come on us. The zombie cop is grabbed onto Dusk, but the twins working together take that one down as yet another makes its way in there. Not a zombie cop, just a regular. We wait just a little longer. Yeah, I think the +3 to hit on the baseball bat is really making up for the encumbrance that we're dealing with at the moment. Also, Elliot's just kind of snacking on powdered candy sticks all the while. I kind of almost imagine them like your faux cigarette candy sticks, and he's just got it in the corner of his mouth as he tries to stab at the zombie cop that was trying to flush its way through. We'll take the antibiotic, the memory card there, and admire the wonderful Matt Berry t-shirt. Ooh, okay. And a PR24 baton. Also, that police duty belt might be in a little bit, better of a condition than our own. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to put on the new one with the baton already on it, and we're going to unload our old one, then dropping it on the ground. So the baton, it's currently retracted. I'm just going to pop it out, storing the baseball bat for now, and we're just going to kind of compare the two. I don't think we're going to get the knife away from Elliot because he really enjoys it. Oh, it's currently retracted still. Snap it open. There we go. Extended. So having a look at these here, the baton does have a +3 to hit. It's a little bit faster, but in general, it's not going to be as good. I think the only thing that would move me away from the baseball bat right now is if we could get something that was really fast. I guess it does have rapid strike. It's got that going for it. It might be seen as a controversial choice, but I think we're going to go for it. The precise strike that stuns for 2 turns versus the one on the baseball bat. It's also got a high blocking ability. I mean, we can keep the baseball bat for now. We are doing okay on weight. Yeah, and volume is looking totally fine. We'll just, we'll keep the baton at the ready, and we can always just retract it should we need to. Okay, we do have a computer console down there. I would love to get better at computing before we try and mess around with that. We will have just a look through the rest of the place as well before we start to try and crack things open like that. Okay, we were not seeing very far then, were we? No. Okay, step back here, back again, and there it is. Elliot pokes the SWAT zombie. Okay, Dusk. Oh, maybe we would have needed the baseball bat for this. The criticals, that's where it really comes into its own. We managed to get 7 from sinking our fangs in, and then we managed to get 12 for getting a precise critical hit on the SWAT zombie, who is now bad bleeding and grabbing us. Another critical there, and Elliot is just getting crit after crit. Unfortunately though, I don't think the knife is going to be doing all that much damage, but we get through them. On to the next, and then yet another SWAT zombie. This one though, very injured to begin with. Let's step away from the light here. We were actually just kind of lighting ourselves up, being right next to it. We've got a SWAT badge here on this one. Guess we're just collecting them all, huh? And we'll check that wallet. Think we're good. And yeah, that'll do for now. Sounds like there might be activity actually in this space here, behind this closed middle door. Okay, and is that another deputy badge? Well, we could deputize Elliot as well, but you know, he's got authority issues anyway. Oh, and look at all that green. The speed of these attacks, the rapid strikes, the precise strikes, they're very, very fun. Oh, a dry duffel bag on that swimmer zombie. We've got yet another cigarette in here. It's just like single cigarettes at a time, but that's okay. And yet another cash card. Eventually we will try and consolidate those cash cards, but for now, we are all good. Good job, team. Gotta say, it is very satisfying cutting through them. We'll check this briefcase and take that cash card too, and ow, okay. Managed to bite our leg as we were rummaging through that briefcase, but heavy bleeding Elliot or Dusk, yeah, is gonna take that out very, very fast. And it looks like they had next to nothing on them. Okay, Alright, we don't want to overexert ourselves here, but at the same time, we've still got life in us. So let's not stop just yet. But we are going to have to deal with that zombie cop before we go any further. We're going to start swinging, getting critical after critical very quickly, taking that cop down. Got a handheld game system, some nicotine, a mini lighter, the police ballistic vest, which I am going to want to try and see how that stacks up against our current riot chest guard. We also have an individual patrol officer kit here with some gauze and some medical gloves. We'll just take the gauze for now, and we'll check that stylish wallet, taking the cash card. Okay, so the riot chest guard does just have better coverage in general. It's also the arms and the legs. And as far as protection goes, they are similar, but I think even damage, the riot chest guard is going to be better. That isn't to say that we couldn't give that to Elliot, but I don't think we want to try and give him anything that's filthy right now. Also, steel ballistic plates are going to be quite heavy. I don't want to slow him down all that much if we can avoid it. Let's take that dark cola, and as much as I would want to try and stay here to pick that safe, it ain't going to be worth it right now. Not before we can get some proper knowledge on how to do so. We've got a boomer over here. A rotund human body making its way down the hallway towards us, bloated beyond belief and laid in rolls of fat. It emits a horrible odor, and a putrid pink sludge dribbles from its mouth. We are going to probably end up covered in bile here one way or the other, unless, our focus is terrible right now. I mean, 68% chance we fail at it. Also, stop concentrating ends your concentration of all your maintained powers. That's new. Okay, and I guess useful if we do want to drop focus. So the thing is, we want to try and get them at an angle. So let's just try and see if we can manage that. We're gonna have to go to the side. That's perfect. That's what we need. So we're gonna go force shove. There's a 68% chance of failure though. See if it works. Okay, we hurl our target away. But did we do enough? No, seemingly not. We'll give it another chance. Slam it into the wall, Dusk. We lose our concentration. Trying again, we lose concentration. And we are getting more and more tired each time she tries to strain her brain. Come on. It has tried to vomit out towards us. I want at least one more success here if we can get it. But 71%, I don't think it's going to be worth it. Not with our stamina the way it is. This thing needs to die one way or the other. There we go. It does. Elliot pierces the boomer and we are covered instantly in bile. We cannot see anything around us at the moment. Okay, we are hearing a whack up towards the west at the moment. Now, I think we should be able to clear out our eyes. I think we might actually have some saline. Saline eye drops. There we go. Use. That's why we have that with us. Okay, hello, you, a kid. We precisely strike them and take them down. We feel guilty, no doubt. Something that Dusk is still not used to. And nothing on these corpses. But we do have another fat zombie pushing its way through the door there. It, isn't coming for us right this second. So let's just try and catch our breath a little bit here. See if Elliot wants to help us out. Let's ask him to move up to this location here. With a few swings, actually more than a few, we do it. And we get Sentinel in the process. 100 monsters killed already. These two have been busy. And I think that extends to just Dusk alone. The total there. I could be incorrect. And okay, we've got a runner to deal with right away. Thankfully, the noise, the activity that is drawing the dead here is doing so in smaller amounts, but they do keep on coming. We're actually in distressing pain now, so we're going to try and deal with that by having a few different aspirin. We have spotted a zombie cop, so yes, we will stop consuming. Okay, it hasn't spotted us yet though. I'm just trying to get our stamina back a little bit more before we try and continue on. What do we got in here? Okay, aspirin to replace some of the ones that we just took. Fortunately, this hallway isn't great for dealing with zombie cops. Okay, just peeking here for now. I want to try and bring this one back. Come on, there we go. Nothing left behind it. Now, if we can get up to either side of this door, we'll be able to try and take on that zombie cop. I think we've probably dealt with everyone that was up the top. Elliot, we're actually just going to tell you to move up to this location here. Seems to take a turn for us to do that, so we want to be a little cautious with how we decide to do it. We are taking a little bit of a battering there. Dusk slowly but surely getting whittled down. But there are some nice things here. This leather police jacket, if we could get that cleaned up and kind of see to it, wouldn't be bad, but it doesn't fit in any of our pockets currently, so not a great move for us right this second. I think we're probably going to have to try and smash this door to let you out, because you're just going to be making too much noise otherwise. And with the quick 1, 2, 3, it's down. And in your wallet, nothing. Okay, stashed away here though, kind of nothing again. We will take that energy cola though. Elliot, let's just check the staff room here. There is something in the fridge. Butter. Wonderful, wonderful butter. And so awesome monthly. We'll be taking it. We'll be taking as much as we can when it comes to learning materials. Okay, what do we got here? A copper hairpin. Let's actually just chuck it into our hair for now. We'll try and make it into something else eventually. And we'll just have a look and see what's on the ground here. Platinum gas discount card, huh? Do we have a discount card at the moment? I am not sure, so let's take the platinum one. And yeah, this vehicle was already pretty beaten up to begin with. This is the kind of state that we are going to find vehicles in No Hope. Each is going to be incredibly valuable and a project to put together, which we love, don't we? We do. Okay, how damaged are you? You're completely fresh. So we'll be asking Elliot to move up and assist us as we start to strike out and in turn strike down the dead. Okay, a strange coin and 4 cigarettes and some prescription stimulants. Unfortunately, they aren't going to help Elliot. If anything, I think we'd probably need a sedative of some kind. And we do have some open gates here and just like a very nice little park out the front. How quaint. So, thinking back, we do have that terminal in there. I kind of don't want to waste it. Having a look at our computing skill at the moment, we have a 2 in computers. If we just pop back inside, okay, that noise freaked the crap out of me. That was just Elliot closing the gate behind him. I appreciate you doing that, my friend. We're just going to hop into here. We are going to turn on the light of our tablet PC just for a moment, and then we're going to read through Computer World just to see, okay, it can bring our computer knowledge up to 1, so we can't easily get ourselves to a better computer level. I think it pays to check stuff like that out, and then, yeah, that's going to be a useless magazine for us. So, with 2 computing, do we think that we can access this? This is a supply room. Okay. No, so what we're going to do, similar to what we've done up the top, because, hey, this is a long series. We don't need to rush these things. We're going to have a pink C for computers or hacking. We need to have better computers to be able to hack this thing. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with what we've done here. We will still climb up on the roof before we leave, just because there's a chance that, okay, there is more up here. I figured it would just be the roof. Unfortunately, there is nothing in the hot water cylinder, but there is a bit of a workout space here, which I like. We can get our athletics higher here than what we have it at the moment. We've only got 2. With a bit of work, we can get that looking really quite nice. I am also liking all of the different proficiencies we are slowly picking up over time. Anatomy of amalgamations. We've got baton familiarity, cyborg autonomy here. Lots of good stuff. And I think what we are going to want to start trying to do eventually is look at dissecting some of the dead so that we can better understand how we can take them out. And hey, let's hope that we have access to some water here. I think we're going to have to climb over the fence, which means that this is probably not water, but potentially fuel storage. Nothing in the standing tank. Okay, 76 clean water. Ooh, okay, I wasn't expecting the clean stuff. So we are going to turn on our tablet PC here, bing, and then we're going to go and activate that washing kit of ours to see if we can actually clean it. The duty belt, easy enough. This though, the riot chest guard, we can get it clean. It's going to take 6 minutes and 40 seconds for us to do it. Okay, we'd have 2 left over, 2 water, that is. Not enough for that. Okay, well, let's work on it. We washed our items, and now that is no longer filthy. So if we can get this clean as well, which we should be able to do just at a bathroom now, we won't be getting the negative from wearing filthy stuff. Okay, this is good. Very good. And I suppose I should have actually had a look to see if there was water left in there. I believe that we were probably using water from our own supply as well. Yeah, okay, there wasn't anything left. All right, we'll leave the light on just for a moment here, which, no, let's not. Because, yeah, we're going to be able to see better with it turned off, and there's always a chance that there could be something down there that could throw things at us. And we just saw a body down there. For a moment, it was lit up. That's somewhat disturbing. Okay, but back in here, there should be water in the loo, and there is. Excellent. So, light again, and let's activate our washing kit. And I suppose we'd probably be able to do everything here, right? We can. We will use the detergent, and Elliot says, stay frosty. Something is happening. Okay, my lad, I trust you. Let's actually have a look and see what you're wearing at the moment. You don't have any filthy gear on. Okay, good. Very good. Let's keep it that way. And then, well, we've only got one other place that I was wanting to visit before we start to make our way back on towards our apartment tower. That's the dojo. It's just across the road. There is also a house across the road as well that we might want to just dip into, but I think the dojo is going to take priority there. So Elliot, follow me. Hello. I wasn't expecting you there. Let's step back, take some quick swings, take it down. It seems like wallets are the most common thing that are left on these people. So, in my imagination, they still have some form of clothing on, but it's just, it's not looking good. Yeah. Okay, so, dojo just on the left, right? All we want is maybe one book. That would be swell, okay? Swing at you. A little bit more difficult to hit. But we managed to get some cigarettes out of that. And we are collecting a few of them at the moment. Probably more than we need, but hey, you never know. Oh, all right, we've got one, perhaps previous member of the dojo. We don't know. Elliot, moving up. Oh, okay. That was a very punchy sounding wump. And we've already been grabbed, so Elliot, just in case, we'll get you in here. Damn, okay. It whacked Dusk pretty hard. It had 2 inhalers on it, and we're actually going to take one of those just because they're relatively common items when it comes to helping other NPCs. Although in saying that, running into other NPCs in this world that we're in right now probably isn't going to be super common just because of how deadly this city is. The possibility for them being there is there, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, we've got a karate gi here. It is made from loose and flowing cotton. It doesn't do much in the way of protection, but it is clothing. Although, we're kind of doing okay on that front at the moment. Some more water here should we need it, and a shower back there. Just one book. Well, there is a black belt. I feel like Dusk would have a bit of respect for the belt and not just wear something like that willy-nilly. Dusk spent much of her childhood watching films alongside her caretaker Candy, while secreted away in that lab deep under Mount Auburn. Many a classic would be known to her. Nothing modern, really. Dusk would have been raised on schlocky sci-fi and your classic martial arts films. So yes, respect for the belt. Ah dear, unfortunately this is a bit of a bust. Got a nice sight of the dojo below, and Elliot, please be careful on the roof. He doesn't have the best of luck when it comes to rooftops, but hey, okay, we've got a mounted solar panel up here, a water purifier, and a water heater. That is empty. Surprise, surprise. Just like the dojo. Wow, okay. We are marking this as explored. I was hoping for more there. The next few points of interest around us, there is an electronics store, a bakery, pizza parlor, and 2 restaurants. I think it's these 2 things here, the dumps, that have my attention. There is a possibility that useful things could still be in them. We'll start off with the small dump just over to the west there. Let's see. It is midnight at the moment. We're not feeling tired. That's all right. We will have another aspirin, but I do want to be careful about us taking too much. Right now, though, we're not really even feeling the painkillers, are we? No. Oh, and this must be the side of the gas station. I highly doubt that we're going to find anything useful, but there's definitely something going on down there. Let's just back away from this runner. Damn. Okay, that's a lot of noise down there. So much so that it's got me more than a little concerned. Let's just take a moment. We are starting to slowly accumulate quite a bit of damage to our limbs. We want to be wary that that doesn't get any higher. Like, we're already seeing our strength and our dexterity drop. Dusk, though, is in a good mood now, though. So that's a bonus. And that's mostly from food. Thankfully, not wearing filthy zombie blood and brain-stained clothing. Well, it makes a difference, huh? And we could go for like more intense painkillers, but right now, you know what? We could go for a tramadol. Just one. We're in unmanageable pain, so yeah, I'd say that's worth it. We'll stay away from the noise for now. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know how bad it could be. And plus, we've already got our own troubles to concern ourselves with. A zombie runner that has managed to get a deep bite on Dusk's torso. Through the riot armor, it finds just the right point to get a deep bite just to the side of her neck. Yeah, great. Elliot, move in please. And Dusk, let's finish this and get that wound disinfected. Oh, we got another runner heading our way. Elliot, if you could, moving down here, thank you. We are lucky, but we're not alone right now. What is that? It's a panicked person. So there was someone alive here, at least for a little while. There's tear gas here, some cough syrup, another cash card, and some chocolate-covered pretzels. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna stop picking that up. Out the darkness, a dart flies towards Dusk's torso, which still has a deep wound on it, a deep bite. And out of that same darkness, a thorny shambler emerges. This is a shambling undead humanoid, its body overgrown with a tangled mass of otherworldly vegetation. Hunched over and dragging its feet as it moves, the brambles utterly envelop its upper half, twitching and moving with a life of its own, tendrils tipped with a paralytic sting. Do not like that at all. We managed to pick up a pretzel, but that's it. We are now in intense pain, and we are close to being surrounded. And Legionnaires, I'm sure you know, I hate to do this to you all, but with blood running down her neck and enemies emerging from those shadows, that is where we are going to be leaving Dusk and Elliot for today. They have continued their exploration of the area surrounding their lab, and the equipment that they've found will help them survive. Yet Dusk is gonna need to rest. Elliot too, no doubt. He'll be a much more proficient fighter once his other arm is out of that sling. And then there's Dusk. The more she gets weighed down, the less nimble she will be. And right now, that pack's starting to get a little full. But the twins must be cautious. The world is working against them. The dead around them are shifting and changing faster than they are used to. Will they be able to keep up pace, or will they be left behind in the Cataclysm like so many others, like that panicked person laying still on that blood-stained grass? Well, we'll find out in the next, won't we? For now, I'd like to thank you all for joining me for yet another episode. And if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.